Welcome to today's episode of Tech Talk, where we decode the fascinating world of command line interfaces, particularly focusing on the power and efficiency of Bash commands. I'm thrilled you're joining me today as we delve into some handy and often underappreciated one-liners that can save you time and enhance your productivity. Let's kick things off with a little story. A few years ago, I found myself caught in a never-ending cycle of writing dull scripts to process data. It was like typing out an entire novel when all I needed was a clever sentence. Enter Bash, with its sleek one-liners transforming the tedious into the efficient. Now, if you're new to Bash or just looking to sharpen your skills, I've gathered some essential terminal tricks that can completely revolutionize your workflow. For instance, did you know you can move to the beginning of the line with a simple Control-A and zip to the end with Control-E? It's like having a remote control for your command line. And here's a little exercise for you. If you ever struggle with repetitive tasks, a simple lets you rerun your last command while adding sudo to it turns your last command into an administrative one. Imagine all those moments saved when you forget to run something as an admin. But Bash is not just about shortcuts. It's also about clever data manipulation. Let's discuss some commands for processing and wrangling data using awk and sed. The beauty lies in their ability to process data files with astounding simplicity. For example, you can sum a column of numbers in a file using awk s+1 print s file name, which reads beautifully. It sums every line's first column until the end and then prints the sum. How neat is that? And speaking of neat, let's not overlook the power of grep. This command allows you to search through files effortlessly using regex patterns. For instance, grep E0913 extracts all IP addresses from a text. It's like having a digital detective at your command. I also want to highlight the creative side of command line interfacing. Have you ever taken a random sample from a file? You can merge it with simple commands to achieve marvelous results. The command shufn10 myfile.txt gives you 10 random lines from myfile.txt. Of course, I must also touch on the more technical aspects. Many of us harness the power of cloud environments for our projects. With cloud computing on the rise, remembering the one-liners can streamline your interactions significantly. For instance, to find and delete files over a certain size, you could use a combination of find and xargs. Find, nidus type F, size 100M, bash print 0 /exargs 0rm. There's power in combining commands. So, as we wrap up this episode, remember that mastering these bash commands shares the same joy as discovering an ancient shortcut to an old puzzle. Each command represents a tool in your toolbox, waiting to be accessed when confronted with a challenge. Before we close, I urge you to explore these commands further. Experiment with them in your own projects. Share your favorite bash tricks with us. What has transformed your coding experience in the realm of command line interfaces? Thanks for tuning in to Tech Talk. Until next time, may your coding be swift and your bash one-liners legendary.